Well, now we're gonna have 3 roosters free range. They can go wherever. And then these 5 guineas, we're gonna let them free to do what they want and just take care of our tick problem for us. So, all right, well, let's let them free. Just let them see what they do.
I was falling through the air. No one but myself to hold my hand.
They are sure noisy.
Standing in the shadows of where you've been.
All right, you can eat one.
Not me! Okay, Jake, I think you need to explain to our viewers what we're doing out here for.
Okay, so I got the car a little stuck yesterday. So we bought some doors for the chicken coop that we had to put away, and it was raining like crazy yesterday. It was really muddy. And so I was just planning on coming right around all of the coops that we had, the chicken tractors right there, wrapping right around and going around the emu yard and going right back to the driveway with the car and trailer. And I slid right down the hill, got over here, got stuck, and then weaved my way back and forth until I got stuck all the way at the bottom of the hill here.
So we've been trying to pull it out with the ATV. No luck yesterday because it is really stuck good. You can see how deep it is. So we thought today we would let it set up a little bit. It's still really muddy. We try to dig some mud up and try to get it out. This is our only vehicle right now, so you see how saturated the ground is. It's just really, we got lots of rain yesterday. It was a record, what was it?
I don't know how much rain we had, but the news said we had some record amount of rain for the day, so just too much rain for this ground right now. All right, attempt number 1. Let's try to see if it'll just drive out first. We are really stuck in here, but I don't know if we can get these tires to budge. All right, well, our first few attempts failed. We're just in too deep, so I'm gonna work on digging this out a little bit more. Get us less of a ditch where the wheels are in. All right, we got the wheels dug out. It's our last shot before we got to call in the big guns and get a truck or a tractor over here to pull us out. Well, we're still stuck, so we're giving up for now. We'll see if we can get a truck or a tow truck over here. All right, well, we still got our car is still stuck down the hill over here. Quiet! We tried to get some roadside assistance to come out and help us, and then they determined that it didn't meet the requirements of off-road that's on our own property. They didn't want to touch it, so we're gonna have a family member come over tonight and hopefully help pull it out with a truck. But our task today is to let these guineas out. Now, we haven't ever let them totally out, and you saw in the last video, one hopped out this door, and then we ended up chasing it around this area, went up in a tree like right over here, and ended up going down by the pond and actually swam in the pond. But one thing we want to do today, they're gonna get super loud. The one thing we want to do today is to let these guys out so they can free range. The whole purpose of having guineas is to take care of the tick problem on our property, and they can't do that being in the coop, or if they're in with the main flock, the chickens over there, they just can't take care of all the ticks that we'll have coming in from all around us. So what we want to do is take down this fence. We're going to turn the coop the other direction, and so we can let them out that way, and then hopefully they'll come back at night. If they don't, hopefully they'll roost in the trees, and so they'll be safe from predators up there. But who knows? Maybe we'll never see them again, but the whole purpose of having them is to take care of ticks. So if we don't let them out, we'll never take care of that problem. All right, we've got the fence taken down. I need to move the water somewhere right outside their door, so they'll hopefully come back for that and the food. They're so loud. But I want to turn this coop around. We want them to see the pond, see that direction, and go in and out somewhere right around here. So let me adjust this coop a little bit. All right, I've got everything set up. I've got fence down. I've got some water over here for them, so if they need that. This also means we've got 3 roosters that are gonna get to free range. Now, we used to have a couple bantams, Annie, who was red cochin, and then we had our silky rooster would free range around the yard. Well, now we're gonna have 3 roosters free range. They can go wherever. And then these 5 guineas, we're gonna let them free to do what they want and just take care of our tick problem for us. All right, Becky, what do you think these guineas are gonna do?
I don't know. That one that got out the other day kind of flew to the trees, so I'm guessing that they're gonna fly into the trees or head out to the field and kind of hide out.
And it's cool if they go in the trees, at least they're in safety at night.
Yeah.
If they go onto the field, as long as they find a safe place to be at night, so they're not just like in the grass and get eaten by coyotes or raccoons or something.
Or we run them over when we drive through.
All right, well, let's let them free. Just let them see what they do. Here we go. You're free! Oh, they didn't fly out like I was kind of hoping they do. We had one just fly over here, one flew up there. We still have 3 right here. You gonna go in there, little rooster? Okay, go in with the turkey. All right.
Amelia, okay, Amelia. Obviously this chicken is kind of asking for it. Get out of their pen, silly. You better get out, bud.
We've never been able to figure out of these guineas who's male and female, and they all seem to be chasing each other down, like maybe they're doing a little bit of a show. Not sure though. Over here we've got monarch and zebra, and Becky is over there with the old English rooster that was just in with the duck and turkeys.
I think they're excited to be out running around.
Absolutely, it's the first time they've ever been out. I think these guys are fighting because there may only be one female in their crew. A couple of viewers have said due to the sounds they hear that they don't hear any or many female sounds at all, and so I think they may be fighting over one female possibly. So they have to establish dominance for who the top guinea is. The guineas are all out. Now the next thing I need to do, they're actually trying to get into the turkey yard, but I actually want to open that up for the time being. I need to get all of these chicken tractors moved because they are just sitting in one spot And Slater, our blue slate turkey, actually wore down this path. All he does all day long is walk up and down right here trying to get back to the chicken yard. And so he's made this a big muddy mess. It has nothing to do with the ducks at all. He's just wanting to be as close to the chickens as he can because he used to be in there. So what I want to do is move these guys, give them a new spot. They haven't had grass in a while. And now that we've moved that chicken tractor, I think I can get all of these chicken tractors back in line again, straight across right there. But to do that, I'm gonna have to take this fence down. And by doing that, it's gonna let the turkeys out, but I'm just gonna have to deal with that for the time being and get them back in once I'm done with this. But so right now I'm just gonna open up this fence. I think I have it turned off. Yeah, I have it turned off. Can you go in there and put some food in their feed bowl?
Okay. Okay. Oh.
It's all right if some spills out. It's no big deal.
All right, here's the pheasant feed. It's all right. They'll eat it if it's on the ground too.
You know what his name is?
No.
Uriah named him Zebra.
A zebra?
Yeah.
You pet him, Isaiah?
Oh,
No, don't grab. Don't grab, just pet. Pet. There you go. What do you think? It's a chicken. It's a chicken.
You know I walked it because
Oh.
I want no these down.
That's right. All right, well, we've got an issue with these ducks because every time I post a picture of these ducks, which they're absolutely gorgeous, these mandarin ducks, I have some ankle bracelets on them, some little colored zip ties, and people think that they're too tight on them. And I've checked the ducks and they are not too tight. They're actually just sitting right on like a wide part of their ankle. But I'm tired of answering the question, are they too tight? I'm gonna take off the zip ties, switch them out for some rubber bands here. But this was specifically the one in the picture that people said they thought it looked too tight. But it still moves around and it does not constrict the leg at all, but I'm gonna cut it off. Okay, green band is off. All right, and then we've got a green rubber band that we'll put on his ankle here. Okay, so that one has a rubber band on it. It is not constricting, it's very light hold on there. So we'll go ahead and let this duck go. All right, he's got the yellow rubber band on his ankle. All right, now we've got the blue one on. And then the red rubber band's a little bigger, so I had to wrap it around a few more times. All right, we've got the mandarin ducks all taken care of. The reason we put some colored bands on their ankle is just so we can tell the males apart, because we have 4 of the standard color mandarin duck males, and we want to be able to figure out who they're mating with. So when we put some in the aviary, we'll probably put most of them in there, and then we're thinking about putting 1 or 2 pairs on our actual pond. So we want to figure out who's a mated pair, and we've seen a little bit of breeding going on, but I haven't been able to identify. It was actually one of the white females with the white male. So I'm trying to figure out who's mated with who, and then that way it'll help us determine who will go where. There you go, buddy. And we do appreciate all of your comments. We do take it to heart. We actually do listen to them. But sometimes if people can be picky and pick on certain things when I know that they're not true or they just don't have good information, it can get exhausting to answer the same question multiple times. So for the sake of that, we're done with the zip ties and we'll just use rubber bands on these ducks. Well, some of you guys had asked what we were doing with the mealworms, and they've been doing just fine. They've actually survived the entire winter. I think they're basically dormant, just hanging out over here because it's been whatever the temperature is outside, it isn't here. So we've got 3 containers of beetles and mealworms, and I haven't separated them out. I've just been feeding them. We've just been feeding them like potatoes and broccoli, stuff like that over the winter, along with their wheat bran that they have in there. So I haven't cleaned it out in a long time. I'm gonna try to separate them out here real quick, figure out what's alive and what's dead and what's going on here.
So any live mealworms we can find, they go in the bottom half, and then all of the beetles, they all go in the top half. They'll lay eggs up there, and that will pop through to the bottom and turn into mealworms.
And then as they eat the wheat bran, which this is some fresh stuff here, this one's all really clumpy and basically becomes just a big thing of their poop. It's not really fresh wheat bran anymore. And then some old, this is like some old broccoli in here that's gotten kind of moldy. And so we'll just toss out all the old bad stuff keep all the worms and the beetles and basically start over with fresh wheat bran and getting them separated out for this year so they can start the process over again so we can have some fresh food for our chickens.
You boys helping find the worms?
Yes. Yes.
Show me, can you show me a worm, Uriah? There you go, got a little mealworm. All right, who's gonna eat one?
Not me. The doctor will eat one.
Okay.
Yeah, last time I filled the juice.
Yeah.
Here's juice.
I spit it out when Dad ate it.
Why didn't you want to swallow it? Was it good?
No, it'd be juicy. Tell me I'm juicy.
This is a bunch of the mealworm junk, some of the stuff we've sorted out so far. Might be a few mealworms down in there, but they'll probably enjoy this.
All right, it is almost 8 o'clock and they're all still here outside the fence. Let's open up the fence for them. Come on, guys. Come on, let's get you guys to go back in. Come on, hop the fence. Right here, right here. I need to get you guys to go in. Okay, now we've got them inside the fence. That's good. All right, now we need to get them into their chicken tractor coop, which is right there. Let's see if I can get them to go in this door. No! Their coop is there, and they just ran right by it. Right here, guys. Any chance you guys cannot run by the fence? No. Coop, that way. Coop's over there. We're running away from your coop. Okay, this isn't gonna work. I can't get them in by myself. I'm gonna have to get the others to walk them in. All right, I'm back out here with Becky, and they're just right here in the corner, and we want them to go inside so they don't get eaten tonight. Come on, guys. Uh-oh, where's the other rooster? There you go. All right, we got all 5 guineas. We got 2 roosters. We're missing 1. Somewhere. He could be over in the turkey yard. You see him? Oh, yeah. Let me see him. Our one rooster that wouldn't go in. All right, buddy.
All by himself.
All by himself over here. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
We're finally getting the car out of the mud.